Hey guys, you here, aka G, welcome to GTA 5 car v car episode today with the Feltzer going against the Coquette. Here's the thing, man, we're nearly done with the Feltzer comparisons, so let me know in the comments below what other sports you guys want to see next to be compared against the other sports cars. Once we're done with this, I want to give you guys an overall comparison of all the sports to see which one dominated within these sports comparisons and give you a listing as well, so stay tuned for that, probably near the end of this month. So anyway, starting off with the handling, we know the Feltzer's got amazing traction downforce around corners. It's a very, very heavy car, so the little bumps and a little bit of this and that with airtime doesn't really affect it when you're actually going around corners. So it's a very, very predictable and very efficient. Whereas on the Coquette, it's a car that tends to oversteer like that, and it's quite unreliable when it comes to taking corners because it is rather a rigid car. With taking corners, it does have the tendency to oversteer, but at the same time, it's got decent traction, so it does feel quite twitchy, sort of like the Carbon Azure, but even more twitchier than the Carbon Azure. So Coquette is a really, really awesome car for turning circles. It's got amazing response time, but unfortunately not for efficiency. So anyway, you see the Feltzer is dominating for the acceleration. Now the top speed is yet again another interesting thing for the sports category. Like we said with the Carbon Azure and the Feltzer, they had both the same top speed. Now in this case with the Coquette, there was a similar situation. After multiple times of trying, if it's a proper straight, the Coquette is going to stay right behind the Feltzer throughout the entire time. And here's the thing though, the Coquette will dominate downhill. Coquette will go flying off. The same case with the Feltzer as well. So I'm going to give both these cars the same top speed. As I said, the statistics in this game are invalid, and it's very difficult to tell because there's a lot of variables involved with top speed. Certain cars don't hit top speed compared to others. And you see here, it seems like the gap has increased. However, the Coquette will come back and the gap will be closed again. So it's definitely a weird situation. But the Coquette's got decent top speed, and it can keep up with most of these cars. So gotta think about that. It's interesting information. So see here, Coquette does close the gap out. And generally speaking, it will be like that for the entire length until it's downhill. And you see this is another close battle for the torque. Feltzer just about has more torque than the Coquette. And that's interesting. For damage, of course, we know $327 to repair the initial impact. For Feltzer, the Coquette seems like it's similar to the Banshee, which $375 to repair that as well. So remember, this all with 100% armor as well. Now for customizable options, we know what's going to dominate here. Feltzer's got 11 options in total, but Coquette has over 20, man. It's got insane amount of customizable options as we go through every single one here. But the variables are rather frustrating for top speed though. When you think about it, the Coquette is dominant downhill, even the Feltzer. So when we say other sports cars, most of them will get cancelled out anyway. So on a drag race, I suppose you can use the Coquette, but to be honest, it depends how long that drag race is and how many bumps that drag race consists of. So you gotta sort of take that into consideration when you are doing a drag race, because certain cars benefit from the bumps and others, and two of them are the Feltzer and the Coquette, because those cars are insane. Even the Alpha actually is pretty damn good on bumps. The Carbon Azure is the worst. It's pretty poor on bumps and little notches, so if it gets slightly air time, the speed does completely slow down. Carbon Azure is quite poor downhill as well. But anyway, for the lap test, I'm sure you guys will know what to expect here. The Feltzer is currently dominating 5-2. Wow, okay, so pretty much know what's going to take you here, but you see the struggle to take a corner with the Coquette. Although it's got amazing turning circle, it's just the fact that everything else doesn't balance it out with the decent traction, but the initial turning ratio is pretty poor. You get that slight little oversteer and a little bit of tail spin as well. So that's mainly what causes it. What you see here, quite comfortably, the Feltzer will dominate the scene. And it's extremely difficult to get a decent lap with the Coquette on a track like this. Although it seems like it's absolutely fast and it's got amazing top speed. Acceleration isn't great around corners, so you don't really carry that momentum and speed. So there you guys have it, 6-2. Overall, it's going to be 10 out of 10 for the Feltzer, 6 out of 10 for the Coquette. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know in the comments below which one's your favourite. And I'll see you guys soon. Be sure to check out Banshee versus Feltzer, the annotation on the screen. Shaggy your son out. Good night, peace. Yeah, I'll see you guys there.